What? Don't ask me to do stuff.
I'm a killer, bring it back.
What up, fuckers? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Guys We Fcked.
It's the Anti-Slut-Shaming podcast. I'm Corinne Fisher.
I'm Krystyna Hutchinson.
Welcome to the show. Make sure that you're following us on social media, guys. We are at Guys We Fcked without the U in fucked on Instagram, on Twitter, and most newly on TikTok. And we also have a YouTube channel with tons of free content, including full video episodes of this podcast right here as per your request. It's youtube.com/guyswefcked without the U in fucked. Please hit subscribe, even if that's not where you intend on always watching the podcast. It's just, it's a click and it's helpful to us and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'm at Philanthropy Gal on all social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, and I'm at Krystyna Hutch. And if you want to email us, it's sorryboutlastnightshow@gmail.com.
All right. This email says, last night I learned no grown man wants to be your friend. Last night, we've been saying it for years, but okay. I'm writing this from the couch that I have not moved from in over 12 hours.
You okay, girl?
Oh boy. You could say that this is by choice, but there is an invisible force field surrounding my bed. Last night at early hours of the morning, I was taken advantage of by someone who I thought was a friend.
That's sad.
Here it goes. I have had a friend who is a cis man. Yes, I know no man ever wants to be your friend. But now that I'm in my 30s, I thought that my radar on shitty dudes was a little bit better.
You'd think.
You let your guard down. No, this is not your fault, obviously.
Remain guarded, always. No feelings.
I guess not. Anyway, I went out drinking with this friend. I don't usually drink because I can't really handle alcohol. I'm on antidepressants and dexamphetamines, aka Adderall. My friend knows this. I am a big girl and I can make my own choices, but it seemed like the alcohol in my glass kept filling up and I got more drunk as the night progressed. We ended up back at mine with a bottle of wine because the bar we were at wasn't great and we were going to watch a movie. Something that I have done with many of my friends, man, woman, or non-binary, and have felt safe around them. Next thing I know, I'm getting sleepy, more drunk, and I want to call it a night. Now, this is where it gets a bit blurry. I black out and wake up in bed with my friend. I just want to add in here, I am in a long-term relationship and I have never cheated on my partner in my life. I would never consent to something like this sober.
Right.
This morning, I call my partner and tell him what happened. We are currently working through this together. He has been very supportive and mature about this. Now, the question, I didn't not give consent. I didn't say no. I remember that part of the night. I remember having sex with him after I asked for a condom and he said he didn't have one and we had sex anyway. But I never said no.
Right.
I want to know what your opinion is around being intoxicated and consent.
Yeah.
I can't help feeling that I may have been assaulted and I feel sick about it. I can't go into my bedroom without feeling like I want to throw up. I'm unsure if what I'm feeling is guilt for cheating or if it's shame for being a fucking dumb bitch and getting myself into this situation. I hope this story helps more dumb bitches like myself out there. A straight man does not want to be your friend. Thank you, a loyal fucker. Okay, first of all, I would like to clarify that when we say no grown man wants to be your friend, we don't mean he's going to rape you, although sometimes he might.
Yeah. Statistically, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's more of a joke you're saying.
Yeah. Because obviously,
just want to really clarify that.
Corinne and I are both two people that have male friends, so it's not like but when in doubt, no grown man wants to be your friend.
Yeah.
When in doubt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also, I don't think you're feeling guilt. I think you this guy, if he's your friend, then he knows you're in a relationship.
That's never stopped anyone before, though.
I know. But and I don't know. I've been with guys that keep filling up your glass like that. I know what you're talking about. It is your... You got it. You are in charge of picking up the glass and putting it in your mouth. However, I don't know. It's tricky because I don't know what you're like when you're blacked out. Sometimes people are fully functioning when they're blacked out and the other person just doesn't know. But if this guy's your friend, I would think he understands your morals and values and knows that like the decision to cheat on your partner is something you've never done. So this isn't just a, hey, you want to fuck? Okay, sure. Whoopsies. It does seem calculated on his part, but there's no way to prove that.
I also feel like everyone, or many people, not everyone, hold out hope that they can kind of like catch you in a spot where they might be able to get you to cheat. Like, again, like, okay, so what I would say from the information you gave us, and I can't, I wasn't there. From the information you gave us, I would say that his actions throughout the night were definitely a bit calculated and unethical. I would not, however, say that he sexually assaulted you. That's just based on the information that you're giving me, because you didn't say no. And I know we're talking about like usually should be like enthusiastic consent.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever given a man enthusiastic consent in my life, so that's not great.
But so every sexual encounter you
and then also like the fact that you asked for a condom to me signifies that you were a willing participant in the sexual interaction. I think that's for me the line that.
And he clearly didn't give a shit that he didn't have one. That, like, I don't know. I don't like this guy.
Yeah, this guy 100%
snaky.
sucks.
He's snaky and he's sneaky and he's not a good friend. Yeah. I mean, that I can garner from this email. So I would not speak with him again, and I would let him know. Like, if you have it in you and you feel comfortable talking to him, it could just be a text or an email, and then you could fucking block him right after. You don't have to fucking hear what he has to say for himself if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But this guy's not. He's not interested. He doesn't have your best interests, because if he did, he would understand that you are in a relationship, and he would understand that you asked for a condom and there isn't one. And so maybe he shouldn't be fucking pushy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would definitely text him. I would actually say text is like preferred, just so like you have it in writing. There is something about like, texts do hold up in court should you need it, and there's just something about having your words in writing that no one can twist them, you know? And he doesn't have to, and there's no way for him to like make you feel bad or gaslight you in a reciprocal conversation. And then also, this is again, dumb bitch is like something that we use jokingly. This is beyond dumb bitch. Yeah, this is like an unsafe situation.
Yeah.
So you weren't a dumb bitch. There was certainly some shady shit going on, but I would say in the future that like, obviously you can go out and have drinks with a heterosexual male friend, but I would say that you like probably can't go home. I've never taken a man drunk home who like was heterosexual just to like watch a movie alone on my couch, because doing that doesn't give someone the okay in any way to make moves on you if you don't want them made. But I gotta say, especially in your 30s, it does give them
it's inviting.
It gives the person the thought that is something you might be interested in.
It's on the table. Yeah. They might think that means it's on the table.
Yeah, and again, like,
and not talk to you about it on purpose.
Yeah,
and just kind of assume and be pushy about it.
Right, and it's hard because it's like, so much of sexuality is this and romance and courting and pursuing is this dance, and a lot of it is unspoken. We talk so much about that gray area because like there is a way to like talk things out so much that it is not sensual anymore. Yeah. But then obviously there's a way to not talk about stuff so much that we don't even know if this was consensual or how we feel about a situation. But I would not classify this as dumb bitch, but I would say moving forward, that's just unfortunately, as we grow older, not something you can do. And that's like that's like a fucking sick world.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could do that with Justin probably. I don't know if we've ever done that. Not after going out. Like it's a different thing. Like when you're hanging out at somebody's apartment, it's one thing, but then when you go out and you go back to their apartment,
it's the going back to my place that is like this unspoken.
Yeah.
We're taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
And like, as you know, I mean, there's many times when I've gone out with someone who I had no intention of something happening with, but then something did happen and I was totally fine with it. And I was like, oh, that was like a fun twist in the night. Mm-hmm. Obviously you did not feel this way.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool that you have a relationship where like your boyfriend's totally fine with like you going out and having a drink with a male friend. Like that's great. And that's very trusting. But yeah, I just can't. I don't know. It's so sad. You just can't bring like a guy friend home drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even feel like I've never even done that with like Mike. Like we've gone to McDonald's and shared a 40-piece chicken nugget.
A 50
I've done that with
piece.
multiple
50
people.
piece.
Wow.
I don't think we've ever done that. I mean, I think we've been in situations where we've been in a group.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
maybe it was like
let's
you,
go back
me,
to my
and
house.
somebody else, and then we
Yeah.
went back to someone's apartment. But yeah, I don't think so. But also, I don't know that. I mean, I think it depends on. To your point, no grown man wants to be your friend, but Corinne, like, we are the one.
You actually are friends, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that relationship with. There's like a handful of women.
But
that
I
have
still
that
would
with,
never
but-
like get drunk with you and be like, come back to my place and get a bottle of wine and let's watch a movie. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's-
just to me feels romantic.
Yeah, that's some
It
boyfriend
feels
shit.
sexual. I
Or
just
like,
wouldn't do
I'm
that
gonna
with
fuck
you.
Yeah. I think you're right, and
I would
think,
do that with a girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that it's just like if she didn't know about how this guy's feelings, and I don't know if he like liked her or was just into her for that night or whatever, but if she didn't know about this dude's feelings before that evening, then I think it also is like, I mean, this is so on him, but a lot of guys they should act better and they don't.
Yeah,
That's really
what's this
what this
common
comes
trope
down
of
to.
like the guy who just sticks around until he has a moment.
Right.
And I feel like this is this guy, and like, yeah, that's a creepy guy. That's a guy you don't want in your life. That's a guy you don't want around your friends. But like to say like, did he commit a crime? I don't think that I can say he did.
Yeah, I mean, I would,
and it's very
agree.
hard when you're intoxicated. I mean, there's certainly like been times where you're like, especially when you black out, because it's like, I mean, yeah, could you have blacked out because he did something to your drink? Yes, but could you have blacked out because you just drank too much and you don't handle alcohol well? Also that. And it's like, also like Krystyna's point, was he able to tell that you were blacked out? Because for me, I can have a
Yes.
full ass conversation with someone and be completely blacked out.
Right.
I've had full conversations with Krystyna. She doesn't know I'm blacked out, and I talk to her the most out of anybody.
Right.
You also have to wonder how drunk he was too. I mean,
Sure.
if you guys are both so drunk,
When you're both when you're
Right.
both drunk, yeah.
there's a little
I've
bit of
never-
room for,
the filling the glass I didn't like though. The continuous filling.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
Why are we
Yeah.
why are we
fucking
pouring
pushy.
drinks for other people, especially when it's
Yeah.
not like you're in a bar and you just keep it's not like you're a guest at his home and he's
Right.
refilling
Right.
your glass out
Right.
of being a good host.
Right.
So is this shady? Is this someone you shouldn't be around anymore? Is this someone you should have a talk with? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think like whether or not something is a crime, you can still have in a court of law, you can still have a very open conversation about how it was inappropriate. You don't feel good about that interaction, and you hope that never happens to anyone in his life ever again. And I mean, that doesn't mean it holds less weight.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I've never gotten drunk and then all of a sudden wanted to fuck somebody. If I want to fuck you, I'm gonna get like, I've wanted to fuck you. So I feel like this guy wanted to fuck her, and then
I almost never have. And then one time I didn't fuck this person, but I made out with someone who I like never would have made out with sober. And like, that was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That was like it was an ugh, not because I was repulsed by the interaction. It was an ugh because you're like, oh, that's
My
like
tastes are different.
that's just like it was something that I felt like I never had to be worried about before, and then it made me worried because I could always trust my own behavior even when I was drunk, and then it made me be like, oh, I'm not safe anymore when I'm drinking, and I just like honestly just really never drink that much again.
Yeah.
Since that time.
Yeah. Smoke weed, man, or just drink water.
But and also like if your body my body also doesn't respond super well to alcohol, and like I gotta tell you, like I think alcohol is a lot more dangerous
It's poisonous.
than we talk about as a society.
Yes.
Because for a million reasons.
Yeah,
but
alcohol makes you has the potential to make people violent. It has the potential to make people like disregard their own morals and values. Like, it's one of the drugs that just like can really bring out the worst in humanity. Not in everybody, obviously. Some people are just so wonderful and pleasant when they're drunk, but it's like, do you really need to fucking drink all the time? No, you don't.
Also, just think about walking around in the street in New York after you're hammered.
Yeah.
You're just walking around aimlessly. You have
like
no
a
idea
fucking
who's out
baby
there.
deer, like in the middle of hunting season.
Yeah,
You're just like,
you can get robbed, you can get beat up. Like, who knows?
And also, as you age, your body is going to process alcohol differently. Like the way I process alcohol now at 36 is entirely different than I processed it at 25.
Yeah.
I could go on a fucking 2 3 day long bender in my 20s. Feel great.
Yeah.
And go
Now
to
I have
work
like
the next day.
Yeah. No. Now I feel I have 2 drinks and I'm like, I'll see you in the midweek. It's not great.
Guys, come see us live, Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday, September 10th. We're going to be at the Center Stage Theater. And can we promote this yet? Oh, there's my phone.
There's your phone. We found it.
Here. Is it over there? What the fuck?
Is that what fell before? It would just.
Oh, yeah.
Must be. Yeah.
Oh, that's what fell.
I'll edit this.
Okay, because we heard something fall before, and I'm like, what the fuck
we
was
did.
it?
Yeah, it was my phone.
It's really funny.
Can we promote that?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you just start over from, because that'll be a clean break.
I don't know. The link is up yet, but I think
not.
yes, we can promote it.
Checked. Yeah, because I got to put this link on our website. Come see us live, you guys. Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday, September 10th at the Center Stage Theater. Tickets are going fast, so get that ticket now, motherfucker, and then go.
And then reminder, that's theater seating. So
Yes.
like you don't want to wait on this one. It's
Get a
not
good
general
seat.
admission. You want to buy it sooner rather than later.
And Atlanta is going to be one of the most fun nights of your life. We're going to have such a fucking good time. It's going to be so fun. So make sure you get tickets before that show sells out. And then Norwalk, Connecticut, Saturday, September 24th. Corinne and I are co-headlining the Wall Street Theater. Again, this is motherfucking party time. Do you live in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut? Come to this show. We are going to have a lot of fun with you.
yeah, it's only like a 90-minute drive from New York City. So
Yeah.
you're good. Get a zip car or something.
Ticket links might not be up for that yet for the Norwalk, Connecticut, but they will be up soon if you can't find it. So just FYI.
Yeah, and then I'm doing a couple solo dates. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Saturday, July 30th. That one's coming up very soon. I'm going to be at Bottlerocket Social Hall. That's one show only, so get that ticket ASAP. The ticket link is at CorinneFisher.com, and it's also in the Linktree link in my bio on Instagram. And then Cleveland, Ohio, I will be there for 4 shows, Friday, August 26th and 27th, with the wonderful Wendy Steiner at Hilarities. Again, tickets at CorinneFisher.com or in the Linktree link in my bio on Instagram. And of course, you can join me for the news with Shane Smith on Without a Country. That's every Saturday on YouTube or available everywhere you listen to podcasts. And I mean, there's lots of stuff that you kind of like need to get caught up with in the world, but it would also help if people made some jokes and roasted the people involved. And that's what Shane and I do on Without a Country. Make sure to rate and review Guys We Fucked and to follow us on the Apple Podcast app, because that bumps us up to higher positions on the top 200 comedy charts on Apple Podcasts. And we really appreciate it because we have a lot of people discovering the show. It comes in waves. We're having another wave. Hello, welcome, hi. We love you, appreciate you. And make sure you sign up for Luminary. Luminary is actually running a fucking sale. Right.
Oh, fucking hell yeah, they are.
Yeah, for like $1. Wait, what's
It's $3. I believe it's $3.
$3, but that's still fucking good.
Yeah.
For a year, right? Am I doing this wrong?
I don't.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That's
Summer sale. Let me repeat. Okay, now through the 26th of June, which I think she meant July.
It's July. It's for all the month of July. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the month of July. $3 for a 3-month subscription to Luminary, and then you get Guys We Fucked, and that also includes 2 bonus episodes per month of Guys We Fucked. So if you sign up now for Luminary, you could fucking binge on these bonus episodes. And let me tell you something, our inbox is a magical fucking treasure trove of human atrocity, victories, successes, losses, just a lot. And on these bonus episodes, Corinne and I go into our own personal lives as well as yours, because we read your emails and they are so fucking entertaining. So you're going to want to sign up. Again, you're going to want to sign. Yeah. So now through the 26th of July.
And there's no special code or anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because you're definitely, I mean, for $3, and again, you have 3 months time and those $3, I think it's definitely worth it to listen to those bonus episodes. Those bonus episodes are some of our best work. They're fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, if you just go to luminarypodcast.com, it'll say special summer offer, $3 for 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh look, and we're right on the homepage next to Dave Chappelle, where we belong.
Cute.
Love you, Dave.
Yeah, so do that right now.
you.
And we would appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
So what a night we had last night. What a fucking night.
We had a great night. There's been a lot. I've been #blessed. There's so many moments in my life where I'm like, man, if teenage Krystyna knew that this is what you were going to do, she would have shit herself. She would have fucking shit on the floor and thrown up and burped. Last night was incredible. We saw Third Eye Blind. at Jones Beach, the amphitheater at Jones Beach. Shout out to Missy, their manager, lovely woman. Thank you so much for the hospitality. Steven and the band, thank you for your hospitality. We got to see the show. We got to see the first part of the show through from the sound booth area in the middle of the arena, and then Missy very, very lovingly escorted us to this private area on stage above the band, and we watched the last song of the encore from this little like private viewing booth, and it was so fucking cool. And then we got to go on Steven Third Eye Blind has a podcast called The Pot of Wine. They don't do it often, and apparently no one listens to it, but
that's their words, not ours. That's their words, not ours.
And that's their plug too. That's how they pitched us to it. I'm like, you're not selling us on this right. But Corinne and I listened to a couple episodes on the way back. It's good. It's really interesting. They played demos of certain songs that Steven was writing. It was great.
But if you're a fan of Third Eye Blind, you would definitely like it, because it's just like that, you know, what happens after the show in the dressing room, in the green room. And
I gotta say, for me as a teenager, and I'm just such an emotional person, that there's certain bands that will always have a special place in my heart until the day I die. Dashboard Confessional is one of them, and Third Eye Blind is one of them. And it's Beyonce. Honestly, those three are like the artists that shaped how I view the world, or like what I talk about, or how I talk about feelings, and just kind of it was so special. And so it was just It was really fucking. It was just one of the coolest nights ever.
Yeah, it was.
I really had a good time.
I'm definitely a fan of Third Eye Blind, not to the capacity that Krystyna is, but I mean enough that like when you tweeted a while ago that you were going to see them in New York, and I was like, I have an extra ticket, and I was like, can I have that ticket? Because I would love to see them. And it's just cool, especially because for me, when I think of Third Eye Blind, I think specifically of like 7th grade. I remember I had the lyrics to Jumper printed out, and I would keep them in that back pocket in my mom's car because I had all like the top 40 hits printed out so that I could karaoke style sing with my friends when we were in the car. And so I just remember like I knew all the words and I would always sing that when it came on. And my mom was like, "Is this about suicide?"
Are you okay?
And I'm like, "Whatever, no, I just love the song."
It's about not killing yourself, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess when you're like 12-year-old and singing anything like about suicide in general, like what?
It's a little jarring.
I don't think she was worried about me.
Caution.
Yeah. And it's also just like to sit with someone that I think it's always really exciting. One of the most exciting things about doing this, the podcast, is when someone that you were a fan of or are a fan of says, so "Oh my God, I'm a fan of you too." And you go, "What?"
Yeah. The last time I was
so cool.
The last time I was like really blown away. It's a couple times where I'm like, "You fucking like Guys We Fcked? Holy shit." Yeah. Cory Booker at the Refinery 29 event. He's like, "Hi, Corinne and Krystyna." I'm like, "Hi, Cory Booker, you fucking brilliant bitch. I love you."
Yeah.
And I love him even more that he listens to Guys We Fcked, or that he knows of the show. But yeah, that was such a surreal moment, and their hospitality was so lovely, and it's just
like I said, like we really did feel like Third Eye Blind's favorite podcast.
Yeah, and it was cool. Fucking dope, man. And I got home and I was like, "God damn, okay, that was great. Look at you."
Yeah, someone asked us for a picture backstage.
Yeah.
We're like, "What?"
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely really. Yeah. And I mean, just also standing there and then we got to and just like feel what it feels like from the side of the stage to see the audience.
Yeah. Like what the band sees while they play, we got to see because we were looking, but there was a net in front of us. So I don't know if that people could see us. I couldn't.
The drummer waved to me.
Oh, he did. Oh, that's right. He did. That's right. He did.
Yeah.
So I guess they could see us, but like we had the view of the show without being in the show, which was such a rare experience. Like that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was so fucking cool. And then we did the podcast for about 45 minutes with them. And then we exited and the venue was all cleared out, and it was just cool to see an empty arena. Like so many parts of that night were really awesome. But mainly, it's nice to know that people that you are a fan of are lovely. Like all my interactions with them have been so lovely, and And I know Corinne. I feel safe to say that they were lovely because your meter didn't go off, and she's got the best one in town. So. You're a bull. You can always tell when people are full of shit.
Yeah, no, we got along
creepy,
swimmingly.
or if they're assholes. Like you always know before I do, and I'm like, "That was good, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, that was great. We had a lovely time."
I think a good test for how someone is as a person is like how they take a joke, especially at their own expense. And I will say,
Corinne,
Stephen Jenkins took a lot of hits. Corinne took him like a champ, and I love that.
Can I just say, yeah, I'm gonna say
I was
what
making
she said.
Christina nervous as always.
Oh my God. It was so I couldn't believe that you said that, but I could believe you said it at the same time.
It was our second time meeting him.
It was great. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I felt comfortable.
There's a member of a band named Colin, and he looks like he's 12, but he's 30.
He's 30, yeah.
I like the rapport that the band has. Like, they fuck around with each other, they roast each other. It's really sweet. They got like a bromance.
Yeah, no one feels like better than anyone.
Yeah. I didn't sense any egos. Like, there was a lot of joking, and it was cool. It just felt like a good environment. But then Corinne says, because Steven was like, yeah, I love Colin, yeah, and Corinne's like, yeah, you gotta have someone youthful looking in your band. And I was like, yo,
I literally didn't even mean that as like a heart. And then I was like,
the room went.
And then I was
he took it like a champ.
And Steven looks great. I mean, he's
hot. Yeah,
I was like 30s younger than I am.
Is he 57? He's 57, I believe.
I thought he was 50. Oh, is he that? I thought he's 53, but
I don't know. I thought I looked it up.
He's gonna love this segment of the podcast where we just tell everyone his exact. I mean, it's on Wikipedia. You're famous.
However the fuck old he is, he looks fucking fantastic. And also too, I
and
love
to have
musicians.
that energy to put on a 2-hour show like that
After 5 in a row.
Holy
what the
crap!
Fuck? I got to start surfing.
Yes.
57.
Oh, he is 57. Okay.
That's a youthful motherfucker. Wow. But also, too, like all the books that I read about like trauma and healing your nervous system and stuff. And I've told this to you, Corinne, like clapping with a group and singing with a group is so healing to your spirit. And I especially loved, and so I was so excited, so many reasons I was excited for last night. But one of them is because this band is so beloved to me. And I know every instrument parts to the songs. Like I just know every fucking nook and cranny of these songs. To be singing them in a stadium full of people, an arena full of people was so fucking special. And so I wonder, I should have asked him this last night, but I wonder if that keeps your spirit just youthful. That keeps your energy it's just very healing.
He also doesn't marry and have kids and has just, I mean, I know like that tends to make men die earlier, but I think if you take care of yourself, it will have the same benefits as when a woman doesn't. Yeah. Because I think a lot of times like the statistic comes from the fact that like men just like drink and party too much when they don't have like a wife, and this is, heterosexual. But
also too, for a straight, I think, maybe gay guys do it too, but like men in general, I guess, when you have an outlet for your feelings like that, that's like an accurate way to express how you feel. And it's an accurate way to take those heavy feelings that are inside of your body and then putting them out into the world and then watching thousands of people fucking sing along back to you. Like, God, that sounds really healing. Yeah. So it was such a great night. It was just so great. It was a night I will never forget.
Yeah, it's really cool to be let into someone else's world. And I think specifically even like, I think it was also more like even more special in some ways than, time with a famous comedian, because there's a different level of respect. So like anytime we're with a really famous comedian, obviously like it's uneven in, hero worship because we're always looking up to them. But in this instance, it's like, okay, we're with Third Eye Blind, and obviously like they're insanely talented, but like they would admit we're better at podcasting than them, which was cool. So that's like cool that they like are like
they respect something about us.
They artistically,
we respect something about them.
Respect what we do in an area,
and I also love
that's really neat.
I also love, God, it was so cool being backstage to see the pedals that they use. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've dated so many fucking musicians, but I love it because I love seeing like, what gear do you use? Like, what is your energy like when you leave stage? Like, I'm just so curious about how that works. So
what rituals do you have? I think it's just always interesting to observe other performers. And I think even more helpful when it's non-comedians because we're around comedians all the time. So it's like, maybe there's something I could learn from a singer that would help me better, that like singers handle this better than comedians handle this.
Yeah. So it was just a magical ass evening. It was really fucking great.
Make sure to, when you present someone tea, that it's warm, not hot. So
you know who you are. Shout out. All right, guys. Speaking of hot, our guest. He's hot on the scene. He's hot in the biz. He's hot in the industry. Fucking fantastic guys. He's a stand-up comedian. You've seen him as Kevin on the Netflix show Love. He is in movies like Big Time Adolescence with Pete Davidson. He produces the stand-up show Productively Stoned that I very much bombed on because I thought that the comedians had to smoke a giant blunt before we got on stage, and we didn't have to. I just chose to do that, and I fucked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show.
I'm happy to finally be here.
I know. Well, I love.
We didn't have a studio for a while, so you waited the appropriate amount of time.
Nice. Nice.
I love getting to know comics that I know, but like deep. Like I like having an excuse to ask like you sex questions. So we're not going to do that at the club.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like that's weird, I guess.
I'm the guy just like I plop next to people and then I just talk and then they tell me stuff.
Oh. Do you like
the
being
best.
that person or no?
I do like being that person.
Yeah.
I do. It lets me know I'm not giving off creep vibes.
Yeah.
No, you don't have creep vibes.
You're very welcoming.
Yeah, you have good warm vibes.
I just try not to suck. That's all I do.
You try not to suck.
Yeah, I just set the
Yeah.
bar very low so I can go over it. I
That's
know
key.
how to
That's
suck.
key.
I know how I see what being shitty is.
Yeah.
And then I just don't do that.
That's a good plan.
That is a good plan. Do you like how like what's an example of like how shitty is that you're like nope, not going to do that.
You just see people brush people off real quick or think they're better than or, you know, have some like very weird hierarchy shit when they
Yeah.
haven't done anything.
That's my favorite. Like where you get that cocky.
Yeah, like
Internet.
honestly, sometimes I wish I had the confidence
Yeah.
of a lame person.
Yeah.
They're just always they just never stop.
Yeah, and they think whatever they're doing is the shit, and they're like, and it's not. But you're like, oh man. But to you in your world, it absolutely is, and you're reaping the benefits of it being great.
Yeah, and I'm just like I have no place to tell you that. Yeah.
Are you single?
No, I have a girlfriend now.
Oh, you do?
We
That's
just
fun.
made it a year. I get to say that.
Oh,
Yay,
wow.
congratulations.
Yeah, I get to say a year. 6 months, 7. That sounds shitty.
A year is a milestone.
Yeah.
So you, as the guy in the relationship, you're like excited about it too.
I'm hype. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like her.
That's
good news.
I can tell you. That's really sweet. I love hearing that.
Is she in the industry as well?
She is not in comedy.
Right.
She's in music.
Okay.
She's not an artist.
Adjacent.
Yeah, she is. She's in the offices.
Okay.
That's nice. How'd you guys meet?
We met. It's like a 3-part story.
Okay.
But we initially matched on Tinder.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But we didn't make
Tinder.
any. We did not make any plans to meet on Tinder. We just like told jokes.
Okay.
And then I ran into her at a party.
Oh.
Then I ran into her again. And then I ran into her again.
Oh, that's meant to be.
Yeah. So after the third
Shit.
time, I said we should go out.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, we should.
When you were just making jokes on Tinder, were you attracted to her and you just didn't know how to like make the move or what?
You know, Tinder's like I always said Tinder was like a net.
It's like not real.
Yeah, it's like a net. You know, you got to be out. I don't look at it like I was internet dating, but I don't know. It wasn't a real place. Yeah, like you said.
You can't get a vibe. You can't get a read on chemistry on the internet.
No, not at all. It's something about it's fake.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
just trash.
Yeah, it's
So I always use Tinder as a net.
Okay.
It was like, all right, cool. I'm striking out at the bar, but let's see what the net got.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. It's something to look at on your phone.
Yeah, Tinder is basically. I used to always make the joke. Tinder's basically how am I bored enough to fuck a stranger today?
Yeah. Have you ever fucked a stranger?
Off Tinder, yeah.
Wow, really?
I mean, I saw their profile.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never well, yeah, I guess I have it, but it's a sex worker, so I paid for it. But,
Oh, wow.
But there's different like implications and like power dynamics with that.
But at least you knew, like, you paid for it. You knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah. And it was.
wasn't.
You're like, if you're monetizing your dick.
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah, then it's good dick. So wait, so when you fucked a stranger, so you can have sex with somebody and it doesn't have to like, you don't have to feel like you know them.
Well, I
wish.
I was kind of going through my whole phase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of 25 to 30 was a good hoe phase.
That is a good whole phase. God, I wish I was single during 25 to 30.
Yeah, I had a girlfriend. I lived with with an ex from 21 to 25.
Oh, that's pivotal years.
Yeah, really good development.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's
you're
young.
happy. You're happy with that, like at that time. You think you learned a lot from the
Oh,
relationship?
I definitely learned so much. I feel
what?
like I've been married before.
Really?
Right. When you live with someone, it's
So I get it. I understand.
Like, what were the takeaways for you?
You could never be seen not doing anything.
That's so funny.
Like, as a man, you got to act like you're doing something.
That's your girlfriend's a
like-
lot like me. Your ex is a lot like me.
Yeah, like, if you know she's coming home, go somewhere, bro. Like,
Yeah.
go to the store.
Don't just be laying on the couch or playing
Don't
video
just
games.
be, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned.
That's why I had to stop. I had a lot of trouble living with roommates because they were just laying around all the fucking time. And I got to be honest, I was never laying around. So it's not like I was being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So when I'm sleeping, I'm laying around, you know?
I've learned.
Watching TV.
No, you have to do something.
Damn.
So something has to be, the house has to be cleaner. Something better. Something has to happen in between that time. That she's
I like this woman. I want her number.
No, I just learned
I'd be anxious as shit.
I learned that because at first, when I first lived with her, we would wake up and go to work. I had like a day job. So we woke up, we would go to work for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Then I lost that job. It was a production gig.
Okay.
Got unemployment. Comedy started picking up.
Yeah.
So she's waking up to go to work. I don't really have to wake up and go to work.
Oh, that's why she doesn't want to see you laying around. Yeah. She has to go to
So then she comes back and I'm still laying around because I haven't even had to start doing spots yet. So that's just too much of a nigga doing nothing.
Right, and a woman, especially a woman, doesn't want to see that.
And then this was the killer. I still made more money than her.
Oh, that's.
Oh my God.
I hope you said that. I'm sure I may put her in a good mood.
It was the unsaid. It was the unsaid.
Right. It's the elephant in the room. Okay.
Is that why'd you guys end things? I mean, you're young. I mean,
yeah, I feel like things started getting a little too good on my end, and she still didn't know what she wanted to do.
Oh, yeah.
So she removed herself from what was going on with me. So we just started growing apart.
That's interesting too, because I feel like you usually hear that story the other way around, like the man removing himself from the life
because the woman's doing really well.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, now I have a successful girlfriend.
Take that, other girlfriend.
Yeah, so now
you guys were young. I mean, sure, she was like 21 too or whatever.
Yeah, we were same age.
Yeah, that's nice. That's interesting. A successful partner. I don't know what that's like. What is that like?
I'm learning. I'm really learning. I've learned that having a successful partner who works in office space says that they respect what you're doing, and I believe they do to an extent.
Okay,
but they it's like 20% they don't really get. Well,
they're worried about their own stuff, right? Like, it's, to me, a successful person, a successful partner respects themselves enough to be successful.
Yes.
So I'm like, I can't even imagine a partner that had that. I should start.
To me, it's a little hard that someone wouldn't like believe that what you're doing can lead to success just based off, like your family.
No, you know what it is?
That's like, because to me, it's like that would make it a lot easier to understand.
No, you know what it is? It's that sometimes comedy. Somebody can meet you in a really good spot.
Yeah.
To where everything's just going.
Yeah,
sure.
You're in the wave.
You got your road dates. You got everything. It's going project to project.
It's a well-oiled machine. Yeah.
And then there's that middle of comedy where you kind of just got to go outside again.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain that to someone.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to do shitty bar shows.
Right.
I'm going out, but where you going? I honestly don't even know.
Yeah,
like, I'm just getting on the train. I really.
Yeah.
When you coming back? I have no idea.
Don't know what my spot time is. It's not that kind of show. I have a spot time.
Oh, I want to come. Let me know. No, I don't want you to know where this one is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, too. And then being successful yourself, like it creates a sense of confidence. So I imagine, but you would think, like, do you think that your success then gave you the confidence to like attract a successful partner? Or is that just not something you were looking for? Like when a guy looks at a potential partner, like, do you look at that in a woman?
This time around, meeting my girl now, I just made a point that I want to go out with women I see in person. Like I asked them out on a date in person.
Yeah.
And also someone I actually was looking forward to sitting down with.
Yeah.
Not like something you were forcing yourself to
That's the thing. When you're single, sometimes it's like, I don't need to go out on this date, but my body needs to fuck somebody.
Right. Yeah. I've been there. Yeah.
So you're really just sitting across from someone going through like the date motions.
Yeah.
They throw a question out. You're hitting it back.
Sex workers. Kind of.
You're awesome. There now?
Well, no, I only did it once, but I'm like, I kind of want to do it again because I need another hoe phase, but I don't know how to usher that in. Mm-hmm. So I think a sex worker would help me usher that in.
I don't
because
think
I don't
so.
feel like sitting across from a guy going, what do you do? Like, I don't feel like going through
I think you just have to feel better about not going through that.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's why I just fucked colleagues, because there's not a chance in hell I would just listen to someone's life story to fuck them at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So like comedians,
too
we
much.
kind of all know each other through our work a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I know a little bit about you. I know that we're in the
don't wanna
same
know more.
profession. I know that, there's, if you do something fucked up to me, that's not going to be good for your career.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of insurance.
Okay, yeah.
You know? You need a little insurance. And then you go into it and it's fine.
That makes sense.
Have you fucked colleagues before?
It ended one. It was really bad.
I love asking male comedians because it's always like, ugh.
It was really bad.
Oh no.
What the fuck? How?
Emotionally?
I wasn't emotionally available. Mostly it was me.
What did she expect?
Okay. That's
Did
nice
she
of you.
expect you to be emotionally available? Because you don't have to be emotionally available.
I don't know. I was wilding.
So were you in a hoe phase during?
I was in my whole phase.
Yeah, but that's like when you catch a guy in his hoe phase. That's you respect. Like, I don't know. Does she not know that?
I don't know at all. I was just I was moving sloppy. I just
Okay.
wasn't caring about people's true feelings.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but also at the same time, I was kind of lit.
Right.
I had
Well, that's how you know.
I just got a Judd Apatow show, so I was like, she's accepted this from lesser niggas before.
Oh, are you referring to Love?
Yeah.
That was good. I just watched that, so I just saw you on that.
Nice.
That was
It's a
exciting.
great show.
Yeah, that was 20. I got that at 24.
Well, yeah, so that ego and success is very interesting because, especially for a stand-up comedian, because ego kills your comedy. Like when you have when you start talking about how famous you are in your act, it's like
the
back
worst.
out. But it does getting certain shows or getting and it boosts your confidence and you're like fuck, and it makes you feel like
A real comedian.
yeah, and it puffs you up in a way that could be good. I see upsides and downsides to being puffed up like that, because then you could kind of go through a sexual debaucherous phase but not actually be in your body for it. I don't know. Did you
I could
feel
definitely
that?
feel that. It was definitely me just feeling.
Yeah. Like, I'm never gonna die.
Yeah,
That
it
kind of
was
shit.
really on some rock star.
Yeah.
I'm taking whatever they hand me type shit.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just going through that phase of life.
Did you have a humbling or was it just time?
Time.
Yeah.
I just was when you have sex and then with people and they leave. You're not the person leaving,
Yeah.
they're the person getting up and leaving.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there like, who am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when you got to start reevaluating it.
So wait, you would have sex with women and then they would just kept leaving before you wake up?
Oh no, I would just have sex with women and then I would feel like, why did I do that?
I feel like that's common
I feel like that a
though.
lot.
Yeah, why did I do that? I got it, but
Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
why I did it. But
Yeah.
that's the only trauma I have. I don't really have
That's
bad.
not bad. Wow.
Yeah, you know how people have oh fuck this person and they stole from my house.
Right. Yeah.
I don't really have. Oh fuck them, he took my phone. I don't really have those horror stories. My horror stories are I fucked the chick and who told her she could spend the night.
Well, how do you feel about spending the night? Well, now you're in a relationship, so that doesn't relate to now. But when you were in
Previously.
your hoe phase, I feel like spending the night and hoe phase do not. They're
They
like
don't
two,
mix.
two of the same magnets.
Read
They
the
keep
room.
together. Yeah.
You know when you fuck somebody and they're like, let's fuck again, and you know when you fuck somebody and they're like,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I guess. Well, I don't know. What are the signs? Because I always am stay.
because you know what they say. My girl's been telling me this recently. She said when women have sex, after they have sex, y'all feel very loved. Oh wow, that was great. They're in a loving mode. Whereas after men finish having sex, they're like, I just had a great burger.
Right.
They had a good meal. They're just
Yeah, now I'm gonna nap. Go away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I would say if the guy starts doing some kind of household task after you fuck, you gotta leave.
That's a sign that I would read, and I would read appropriately.
Mike in the booth has done that. So
I have probably
That is my move.
old me would have been like,
Cleaning
"Do you need
off the
help?"
bathroom counter.
Yeah, you just get up and take a shower
Yeah,
immediately.
but see, I don't know that I would take that as a I'd be like, oh, you cleaning? I want to clean. But it depends on the nature of the relationship, I guess. But like, yeah, with the burger, I like that analogy because then after you eat a good burger, the last thing you want right after that is another burger. I don't even want to see a burger.
You want to be left
I
alone.
want to see a bed.
Yeah, and you're the
by
burger,
myself.
Krystyna, so you got to leave.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Taken. I want to get back out on that scene.
Just take your time. Just really take time. And
That's where
and sometimes people are like, oh, how do I get, I got to figure out what's going on. Let me fuck some more people. No, maybe let's just take a break.
Yeah.
Have you taken a lot of breaks from fucking during your lifetime so far? I mean, childhood, obviously.
I've tried. Did somebody just bust ass?
Yeah.
I've tried. Took like a 3 month.
There is no try.
You know, when I met
3
my girl,
months, that's
when I met my girl,
Yeah.
this one for 2 months, I did not have sex with her.
Oh.
I love that. Whose idea was it?
It was mine.
Whoa.
Ooh, playing hard to
love
get over
this.
here.
No, I realized I
an
had
STI?
I had spent way too much time at home during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And also before that, because way too much porn. And then after that, I just realized, oh, I haven't been having sex with people I like.
Yeah.
So I really haven't even been here the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to talk about porn. That fucks up intimacy with dudes
Yeah.
a lot. What can you tell us how much were you consuming and what did it do to you? Like what did it do to your brain in relation to like actually thinking of having sex with a real life woman?
I just realized I was lusting over women more than actually.
Appreciating their
like what's
full
inside
humanness.
here.
Yeah, I was really just like getting off on like, oh, I'm about to bring this chick back. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's gonna do what I see the ladies do in the videos.
Yeah, but it's like when you like someone, you're kind of like, you don't want to really objectify them like that.
That's that Madonna horror complex kind of thing in a way. But how do you get over that? You stop watching porn?
I took a good break from few
Days?
weeks from porn.
Okay. Weeks?
And yeah, like that whole
Porncation, yeah.
whole porncation.
That 2 months?
And just, ate a lot of pussy. And
That'll do it.
Yeah, I'm still
That'll do
really
it.
good at like, I still will make sure, someone comes. I
Yeah.
don't really have to have sex. Like I enjoy
That's
making
nice.
a woman come.
Have you always been like that?
I think so.
Because I was wondering, can a guy, there's all types of guys in bed in terms of sexual partners. The type of guy that's like really obsessed with a woman coming is my favorite type of guy to fuck. But if a guy isn't like that, I've been debating like, can you make a guy like that? Like, can a guy become that?
I don't know. I
don't know.
I think I hear so many horror. I listen to every female comic talk. I'm just like, God, I can't fall into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be over here. I want to be in the other side.
It's nice to know that you're listening to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate
I'm trying.
that.
I'm
Yeah, that's
trying.
good. That's all we ask is that you try, really.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a woman should come two to 3 times every time. we have
Wow.
sex.
Let other people know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, spread the word, please.
Yeah,
I'd rather you honestly talk about that than abortion.
Yeah, it's like, yo, when you say like, I'm gonna have sex with a woman, you should make an agreement that I'm gonna attempt to make this woman come 2 to 3 times.
So you waited 2 months into dating your current girlfriend?
Yeah, we tried to hook up, but once I said I just wasn't there. I was like, oh, I like you with a different part of my brain. So
that's nice.
And she understood that, and she didn't feel like rejected sexually.
No, well, maybe.
She's got good self-esteem.
I don't know, maybe. I was still eating a lot of pussy.
Okay, so that's good. That's
Right,
good. That's good.
right.
So yeah, I was still making her feel,
When you did have
validated.
sex,
Right.
was it like incredible? Or is it too much pressure? Or like what?
It could have been that too, performance anxiety too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Did
once
you
we
lose your
got,
erection?
yeah,
You did?
for sure.
Well, because I imagine that would happen too when you're not watching porn. Like it's like 2 different brains. Your
really
brain
is.
on porn and your brain with an actual human being. That's 2 different systems.
I do feel like people should watch porn.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
I feel because you need. This is my joke. I've been doing this joke recently. It doesn't always hit. I'm just like, what professional athlete doesn't watch tape?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, like there's professionals out there. There's only so much you can learn from in-game experience.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a bird's
watch
eye
somebody
view.
do it.
Yeah, you got to need a bird's eye view. You need to know trends and the possibilities.
Yeah. But how you could fuck if you wanted to fuck that way.
Yeah, I don't even think like I don't think one of the lost art forms of fucking hand jobs.
Oh, we've talked about that on the show like a while back. There was a summer I was really into hand jobs, and it was nice. It was,
I don't think
a return to youth, I would say.
I honestly don't even think a lot of women realize how much power they could have over.
I think that a lot of women think that men don't like hand jobs. That they think it's just us getting out of blowjobs, which it is. Not for me. Which it is.
But that's okay. Like,
but to me, I say you do this every day. How am I going to do it better? Like
that's not the Mamba mentality.
So look how tiny my hands are. Your dick's gonna look so big.
My hands are huge.
My hands so tiny.
Yeah, go on. Go on that side of Pornhub. You'll be like, yo,
hand job.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious now.
I want Jordan's tips on hand jobs. Like, what do you specifically like about them? What dictates for you? Obviously, this is only your opinion. What's a good hand job? What's a bad hand job?
Every time a good hand job. I don't know. I really can't even.
Tight. Do you like a tight hand job, a loose hand job?
Just the right amount of pressure.
So medium hand job.
Medium hand job, up and down, slow.
One hand or two.
Whatever you're feeling.
Ball cupping or nah?
Huh?
Ball cupping or nah?
Whatever is your thing.
So you like it when the woman's enjoying it?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
I don't like. The thing is too, when you get a hand job, sometimes like women look like they've never even thought of doing this. Like they see it, they're like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I've never seen one.
You're...
Well, it is also like so when you're giving a blowjob, like your face is so filled that you're very busy.
You don't have time to have a facial
expression. But like
expression.
when you're giving someone a hand job, you're just like, "So how's your day? Hi." Like you have to figure like
you have to figure out what your face does. Yeah, you definitely have to figure out.
There's too much human connection during the hand job.
It really is.
I'm sucking your dick. I don't gotta look you in the eye, which you can, obviously, depending on where. It's less vulnerable. Yeah, hand job's pretty vulnerable because of the eye contact thing.
Yeah, it's a different. Once again, go over there, see it.
Okay.
And my trick is you make a point. My trick, I always like seeing. I want to watch the guy masturbate in front of me. Because then I see.
I love mutual
How does
masturbation.
he? I think that is such an underrated activity.
Always.
It's so
why
fucking
do
underrated.
People think like having sex is work? Like sometimes it's like, yo, I come. Let's watch TV.
Yeah, and it's fun. And
I agree.
It's like there's a youthfulness to it that I love. It's sweet.
It builds up. It makes actually fucking better.
Exactly, and you can watch the person touch themselves, obviously the way that they like. So you take notes.
Well, that's exactly how I always, so you say like, oh, women look like they're confused and they don't know how to do a hand job. That's why I at least need to have seen a video of you jacking yourself off.
Yeah.
So that I know, number one, like especially like with the tightness, because
every
you need
guy
to know that
so
for blowjobs too. Because I've had guys who like really dramatic. I've had guys who like fucking teeth in a blowjob, and then
you can't take that to the next thing.
Exactly.
You can't be like, yo, I was giving the last one teeth, and
So that's like really like how you like to be touched is really custom. I mean, the same thing with women though. I mean, sometimes these people come in like full force, like chomp on your nipple, and you go, who the fuck liked that? That hurts.
There's no milk in there. Stop it.
Yeah. Ugh. So how did you what was like growing up in your household like as far as sexuality, relationships? How was it treated?
Well, I was the youngest of seven.
Jeez. Damn.
Mom had 7 kids.
The second oldest is how much older than you?
The second oldest?
So I'm sorry, the second youngest. So the person next
above me, my sister is probably 37 now.
And how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty significant gap.
It's a big gap. My oldest, my brother Chris, he's 25 years older than me.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My mom had her first child at 20. She had me at 45.
Whoa. I want to interview her. Damn, that's so. I mean, talk about like motherhood in 2 different. Fuck.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Generations.
And then you get different type of parenting, I imagine, too, because it's like your first kid, if you're worried, you're like, I don't know you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then by the 7th, you're like, just don't die.
Everybody was so much older than me that,
Did you have a relaxed upbringing in that way of like, the youngest of a lot of kids usually just, they're like,
do what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Just, I didn't get my ass whooped by my like everyone talks about
Ass
you
whooping,
know, ass whippings. I'm like, nah, I didn't really get
So like no,
beatings.
first kid ass whooping, seventh kid no ass whooping.
yeah,
too tired.
none of that.
Well, also, I mean, I feel like
Time.
just like society changed their ideas on ass whoopings a little bit too.
That's true.
mean-
I got spanked. I got ass.
spanked, but I'm not really, not crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was over by the time.
By the time you were born.
Exactly. It was out of fashion.
Yeah. Yeah, being the youngest, it was cool. Yeah, my sister left for school when I was in 6th grade, so then I was
Damn.
just alone.
So you're like an only child almost in that way.
In that way, but when you're youngest, you have an archetype. You know,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
already so many people, so they want you to be like them.
Oh.
Yeah,
and
that's.
then you have to spend a lot of time being like, no, I'm good. I got
to put your
this.
foot down.
Yeah.
Did you have pressure from your parents to be like any of your siblings?
Yeah. My mom would always be like, I never came down to the school for anybody like this.
Oh, so you were the troublemaker?
Oh, I thought she meant to like see your plays or whatever.
No,
Like,
just getting suspended, stuff like that.
She gets
Yeah.
suspended for. That's hilarious.
I was the kid. I was like the kid smoking cigarettes in 9th grade. You know,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
that was smelling like smoke. That
Yeah.
you were like, you might
Yeah.
find them in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that kid. So I was always getting like they couldn't catch me all the time, so they would just they would find ways to just punish me.
Wow.
The school would.
Okay. That sucks. And then would you like? I mean, why would you do stuff like that? Like, were you rebelling? Were you?
I was rebelling. I was rebelling. I was outside. Before. I was an advanced kid.
How so?
I was just outside smoking. I had the perfect amount of freedom. So I was smoking weed, staying out late, doing all this stuff when everybody was like, y'all do that?
Wow.
Y'all drinking?
Wow.
Y'all what? Y'all
So you were
did what?
ahead of the game.
Yeah, y'all doing what before school? Y'all what? I never.
Wow. And you weren't like running away from anything?
Just finding myself, just discovery.
Yeah.
And then I was in the South. It was trap music going on. Young Jeezy had just came out. Lil Wayne came out. All my friends were turning blood. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. How was it like? Did you get a sex talk?
I don't remember having a real sex talk. I don't. But I was once again, I was sexually active in high school.
How sexually active were you?
I was out here.
Were you fucking?
I was fucking.
When did you lose your virginity?
9th grade. 9th grade
Damn,
summer.
Jordan.
So what are you, 14, 15?
Like 15, 16.
Damn. I
Okay.
was 15 or 16.
Yeah, but I was
so
getting
young.
it in. though. I was sneaking out the house.
Wow.
And driving to the town over at night.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even have a permit.
I was going to say, like, how are you driving? It's freshman year.
No,
Holy
they would just
shit.
let him. You know how like your parents start letting you drive around the corner?
Yeah.
And they're like, "You're a good driver." I was like, "I'm a good driver." Let's take this.
Wow.
Let's put this on the highway.
So
Damn.
wait, so wow. And I remember when I first started having sex, it was with a boyfriend when I was like 15 or 16, but I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I relied on my boyfriend who was a lot older than me. But you're young, the girl's young. How do you know how to fuck?
we were just figuring it out. We couldn't even get it in for like the first 2 days.
Really? Because you didn't know where
it's
the
hard.
hole was,
We
or
didn't
was it
know.
hard enough?
Well, she
or?
wasn't. Well, she.
If she wasn't wet.
Yeah, she's never.
And she didn't
really
even
had
know
sex.
what
She
wet
didn't really
is.
know. Her pussy's not open.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, sex gets easier after a while because you keep on having it.
Right. Yeah.
You just need to find the little hole and then kind of like just keep ramming it until it goes in. I mean, I remember pretty vividly my first time having sex. There was a
I
lot
do
of
too.
ramming.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of like placement. Like,
Yeah, the
is this it?
placement
No.
is it.
Is this it?
Placement
Nope.
is
That's
it.
definitely not it.
Yeah.
She has to definitely get the placement the first few times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like sometimes like you're like, I mean, I lost my virginity to like a significantly older person, and he was like really calm and patient with it. So I mean, it was almost medical at a certain point.
Wow.
Where you're just like, how do we like
That's nice.
get this in? Yeah. But it was fine.
So you didn't really get so you were getting it in. So once you started getting into like 14 or 15, like did you stop? Like, yeah, that's just
kept going?
you ho.
No, I wasn't a hoe. I had we were boyfriend girlfriend
Aw.
for like a year.
Are you a romantic guy? I feel like
I learned how to be romantic. I don't think
How?
I knew how. I'm attentive.
that's romantic.
Yeah, my love language is attention and time.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm not really the flower. I've become the flower guy.
So that's your love language, how you speak to others, but is it also how you like to be spoken to?
Yo, my love language, I always say, my love language is...
Hand jobs?
No.
Blowjobs?
My love
Rim
language
jobs.
is just
Ball sucking?
all those things, but my love language is don't be annoying when it matters.
All right.
That feels like it's like specifically based on something.
It also feels like a trick.
Yeah, don't be. I don't
When does
know.
it matter? What?
I don't know
Like
when
at a
it'll
movie
matter.
premiere?
I don't know when it'll matter. But when it's happening, I'll definitely know.
If you don't know when it'll matter,
But it's usually like during like when it's time to work. Yeah.
but describe annoying. What does annoying mean for you from a partner?
When it's time to actually. We're at a taping or a premiere or I'm on set or
Not be
things
needy?
like that. Yeah, don't be. You know where I'm at. Don't be blowing me up. You know I'm on set. You know.
So neediness.
Or also just like yelling at you in front of like other people or like.
I don't really have that problem. I don't. I try not to. Every time I'm in an argument, I'm like, yo, you already know. I don't say, how am I going to ruin this person's day? I don't really try to be, you already know, I fucks with you. I'm not trying to make you mad.
Right,
So it's
right.
like,
It's a conversation.
Yeah, like base level, you know, I didn't come out my face going, yo, I'm trying to fuck her day up right now.
Right. What, like, what was it? What's something that you've done with a partner in the past or whatever, like that? You're like, oh, whoops, that was a fucked up move. Like,
Not. What's a fucked up? What do you mean? As in,
it's just like a fucked up move for a boyfriend, like something that really like pissed a like, you know, I don't know, like telling her, I don't know, I can't even think of an example, but like I can't imagine you get into a fight with a girlfriend and like, I don't know, like has it been your fault when you've gotten into arguments before?
it's always my fault. Sometimes.
Always, wow.
It's always my fault.
But this
sometimes.
This the thing. In arguments with women, I've learned don't engage.
Okay, well, if you're in
That
a
makes it
relationship,
matter. You know
if
that,
you just
right?
don't talk,
Like talk for sure, but after a while, once you've said the truth,
don't keep repeating it.
yeah, just let it go.
Yeah,
Because
But what if she's not letting it go?
it's okay.
You're very
To you.
chill. You're very
Only
chill.
because I know this is really it. I know I did something. But I didn't do all of this.
That's a shirt, man.
I know I did something. Like I know these dishes are a problem right now, but they can't be the problem right now.
I see.
Oh yeah.
So there's something deeper going
Yeah,
on. Okay.
I'm here to apologize for everything I did. After a while, I can't make up new words.
Well,
and
do you
new
ever-
apologies?
Do you apologize when you don't mean it?
I hate that.
Yeah, so you don't do
hate
that. Yeah,
that,
because
yeah.
that's appeasing, and it's
Sometimes I have to call my girl out on that. Sometimes I'm like, don't say it like this, because when you say it like this, I have to then apologize when I don't.
like right.
So when I
When
say-
you don't mean it.
When I'm like, oh, she's like, oh, you still coming? Nah, I had to go do the spot. Damn. Don't say damn, yo. Say, oh, it's all good, yo. Like, you say damn, now I'm gonna have to say I'm sorry.
That's a ... There's an ellipses on that damn. Yeah. Like she's making she's taking her feelings and going, you deal with this.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, don't do that.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever felt like you deserved an apology and not gotten one?
Oh, my girl's pretty good at apologizing. This one's pretty
Okay.
good.
This one.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
You have to get to like apologize. There's an art to it, but there's also like, you know, you have to also take into account like, do I have accountability in this? Like you have to kind of evaluate your role in it, and you learn how to fight when you're in a couple. I feel like my ex of 7 years, like he was the one who kind of introduced me to this, ironically, because he's a real shit. But he's like, we need to like learn how to argue better and like have a conversation better. And like when I say this, you just get heated, and then there's just no conversation. I'm like, yeah, right. You make a point.
I say the thing is now we just got to know when to call it.
It's hard.
Learn when to be like, yo, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
No.
because a partner, if you have built up anxiety or like just energy, like pent up energy from like something else that was on like a business dealing or something, like it's gonna come out on your partner, which is
Yeah.
unfair.
Yeah, so you got to know, like, I want to chill today.
Yeah.
I don't want to go here today.
Yeah.
You got to know when to relax, because then you could just keep on going and
Yeah,
then
you're right.
just spaz out.
Right. And you're just like re-poking a wound and you're like, for what? It's
Yeah.
not doing any good. Have you ever been to therapy?
I've never been to therapy.
Wow. You talk as somebody who has it. You have like a lot
I
of...
just done a lot of mushrooms,
Ooh, I love mushrooms.
and I'm the youngest of 7.
That'll do it.
So
yeah.
you learned by getting exposed to all kinds of things.
Yeah, a lot of people. I just feel like a lot of people, when you're the youngest, a lot of people don't like getting called out on bullshit.
Yeah.
When you're
No
the
one does.
youngest, like I always say, a lot of people just have never had a room full of 9 people looking at them like, why the fuck did you just say that? that's
Oh,
dumb.
9. That's crazy.
That's dumb. Why would you say that? Don't like. No one's ever had to live their life under that type of microscope before.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
right.
good
It is a
point.
microscope. It is a microscope.
Yeah, I feel, because sometimes you call people out, they're like, you've never. Some people have just never been told, yo, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of people haven't been told that. And yeah.
Yeah, and this adds to it. And I'm sure you've been asked this 1,000 times before, but I am personally curious. Like having a sibling who is so famous, especially, I mean, he almost like
I was
famous
born into it. I was born into it.
exactly. I was like, I didn't know that he was that much older than you. So born into so is it normal when you're born into a family with someone who's famous, or does it make it less normal?
It was normal for me.
Right.
I would say the big difference is I always moved like I had something to lose. So
Okay.
That'll get you far. Too.
yeah, I always moved like I had something to lose. So
the
a lot
stakes
of,
are a little higher for you.
yeah, so especially everyone's always, people get to a certain place and they're like, oh, now I'm here.
Right.
I have to be careful of who I'm around. I have to be, I have
You
to watch
always
my
lived like
surroundings.
that.
I kind of always lived
That's
like
smart.
that.
That's smart though, because then you're always interrogating, like, where am I? Like, where do I want to be? Is this where I want to be? Is this what I want to be doing? Like, you're interrogating yourself along
And I
the
get
way.
the pace.
Yeah.
Pacing is my thing in life, of just observing and being like, okay, I saw y'all do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fall back.
Yeah, yeah.
You
get
go
to learn.
first.
Yeah, you get to learn.
Did it make you put a lot of pressure on yourself to succeed, especially because you're in the same business?
The pressure, I would say the pressure was to prove to everyone that I was in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, which will make you a better comic.
Yeah, it took me a long time to prove that I was in it for the right reasons, because everybody's just like, yeah, of course you'll do comedy. Yeah, of course he's doing comedy. Of course, yeah. And then I feel like it took a little bit of extra time, just because usually around a comic gets hot, they work around like year 3 or year 4, people go, oh man, I'm gonna take this nigga under my wing.
Yeah.
This gonna be my comedy little brother.
Yeah.
And no one did that for me, because I already have 2 brothers.
Yeah, you have 2 big brothers that are doing comedy and they're doing
Right.
pretty good at it.
Yeah, and then they didn't do it for me until later, just because in their mind, they're like, if we do it for you, then no one's really gonna respect you.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're right. Yeah.
So-
and then you have to prove yourself, but and you have to build the chops like kind of organically, which is that's
Yeah.
how you become the best comic anyway, which is what you want anyway. So
Yeah, so the pressure was really just to prove. I just needed my peers around me, and then that was really the pressure for me. I just wanted everybody to know that I was really doing comedy.
Yeah. Did you find that when you were single as a comedian, you get a lot of pussy from shows?
Yo, I didn't really get pussy from shows until I was 20, till I was like 25, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Didn't really come till then. Now I see a lot of younger comics doing good out there. But it really didn't come till I was like 25.
Damn, yeah.
I think comedy is also like a little bit more trendy now than it was. So
much.
Especially in LA.
It's like
in
a
New
podcast.
York.
It's like having a podcast.
In New York, there was never comedy
Right.
groupies in New York.
Right.
Until recently.
especially you go to the stand and it's like, you're like, this is like a nightclub. People come dressed to the nines, like hot young girls. And I go, I don't even know that you like comedy.
Peter Fowler is out there just killing it.
That's so funny. Oh my God, that's so interesting. Peter Fowler also trying to.
Who's that?
Very young comic. He's been on like, he's friends with Karen. He used to definitely try.
Is he hot or?
I think he's cute because he's very androgynous looking.
Ooh, I love that.
He's a young and androgynous fellow. Yes.
Yeah, every time, what's funny? Every time I see a white guy get pussy, I'm just like, yo, that's wild, bro. I'm like, yo.
That we even let those things in us.
I'm always just like, yo, dog, that's insane. If I had that outfit on, no one would fuck me.
Uh-oh, rebuttal from Mike
that's
Coscarelli.
insane. That's crazy. Sometimes I see white dudes with women. I'm like, I have no idea what this nigga said at all.
Right,
to
right,
get
right.
this woman.
Sometimes we don't know either. Sometimes we find out.
A lot of times we don't know. We're like, how the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I've learned.
You
just
wake
through
up,
experience.
you look at the person next to you, you go, I don't know how I got myself into this pickle.
Yeah, I learned that what I see through white women, you guys have had your father in your life a little bit more. So y'all definitely go for people that already look like dads a little bit often. Way more often than black women. Like I've noticed that. Like white women will fuck Jonah Hill way quicker.
So specific.
Yeah, you're right.
So specific and
just
accurate.
because you know that's what stability is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, you're absolutely right. As somebody who asked Jonah Hill out, you are absolutely
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
That's
Michael.
funny.
I just want to say that I 100% agree with him. 100%. I think that the traditional like quote unquote like white guy, they're the lamest motherfuckers on earth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
I obviously consider myself Italian, so we're a little different.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? But he's right, man.
Yeah, what like
Boat shoes, get the fuck out.
Well, that's the thing because
I
when
know.
you go on
Ugh,
Raya,
no personality.
When you go on Raya,
Just
all
fuck
these
off.
people who have like money that people are interested in are on yachts.
real estate
They're
brokers.
wearing like these like stupid little collared shirts with the fucking crocodile or whatever, the horse and,
the
and the
Lacoste
whatever.
or some-
It's awful, and then you're wearing. I just hate that type of
the
guy. It's
problem
so
is
disinteresting.
what I think the real problem is that all of the black like sex symbols from like the 80s and 90s got old and fat.
Lenny
like-
Kravitz is still hot.
Yeah.
But Lenny Kravitz was never Bobby Brown.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, Bobby Brown did get old.
No, for
Like,
sure, for
you know,
sure.
so if we saw Bobby Brown transform into a mature,
Yeah.
well worked out man,
Right.
You know, like that would help older black men.
Right.
I see where you're going.
Yeah,
Right.
to where we just don't have that level, like a old, like an out
We
of
got a
shape,
George Clooney
out of shape
fucking-
black man just does not say stability. You know,
Right.
it says irresponsible.
Now I'm trying to think in my head like an older. All right.
Yeah, like no one wants to. Yeah, no one wants to fuck. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we're just exposed to everything now that I'm like, I don't even know what I want anymore. There's just too one of everything all the time. It's just too much. It's too much. That's why I'm like, I'm just not gonna fuck. Like I just thought, like it's ugh.
Just fuck
It
everything.
might work out.
It might work out.
Fucking no one?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't worked out so far.
Sometimes you got to do new things in life. You know.
Oh, I have. I've been
Being
going on
celibate.
helicopter rides. I'm getting my pilots. Like I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, the sex is an important thing in a woman's life, and it's just you don't know. I don't know. Well, because women can't women comics don't get. There's no the sex appeal is not in a female comedian. The sex appeal is in a female anything else.
I feel like people are just scared.
I think everyone is.
Men
yeah.
are scared. They're just like
What do you think they're scared of?
of performance anxiety, doing
Because
bad
of
and
porn or
no, just seeing you guys talk about men. They're just like, I don't want to be that.
They don't want to
guy.
be a bit in our act.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, I wouldn't like. I mean,
You
I
like if it was good, I wouldn't tell anybody.
no, I would. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna fucking if a guy is bad. It's unless he does something so like disrespectful, then I'll make fun of it because I have to. Like that's how I would get through it.
Yeah,
I've
like,
referred comics to male comics who are good in bed to other female comics.
has, yeah,
So I feel like
Female comics do that. Yeah. Like, hey, this guy's really good at this, and this. So FYI. And I'm like, I take that to heart. Thank you for telling me that.
Nothing's worse than a horrible comic, like a comic with bad dick, just fucking all the chicks.
That's happened. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that
yeah.
happens
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
time.
And when they have a cute face, it's real
then-
deceiving. And then you get down to naked, and you're like, it's not even what you got; it's how you use it. It's bad.
Yeah, and then sometimes,
every
and
way.
then you. That's another reason why I don't fuck colleagues. I just remember being like, trying to fuck colleagues, and then they'd be like, "Nah, I don't really. I made a rule. I don't fuck comics anymore after so and so ruined it for every other nigga."
damn.
But dudes do that too. Like a lot of male comics are like, they make a rule about them not fucking a female comic. I'm like, all right.
you can always break through that. It's always
You could definitely break.
It's always the guy who says I don't date female comics who gets in a very serious relationship with a female comic.
Absolutely.
I feel
Every
like
time.
women have the opportunity to fuck the man of their dreams every day with a
Where is this woman? What the fuck?
With a
Where?
well-timed text. With a well-timed.
When's a good time to send a text?
What time should I say it and what should I say?
I don't even know. I just feel like every woman, you catch a nigga at the right time.
Right.
With a hey, what are you up to?
But the problem is, women are sitting around waiting for like a new moon, and I feel like it's like that's not the same good time as men are thinking.
You know what? It's weird. It just depends on the type of person you are. Because some people want to receive the text. Some people want to send the text.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you open to sending and receiving if you when you're single?
I was up for both.
Yeah.
But then after
Depends
a
on how
while,
it's
this is
delivered.
really what happened. After a while, I hated receiving texts.
Like, hey, where you at? What's up?
Because I would just, you know what it was? I just realized like I was too much of a hoe.
Okay. So you were receiving too many texts.
No, like she's like, I've been talking to this person and whatever. They're like, hey, what are you doing? Come over. And I'm like getting dressed and shit.
Okay.
And then you look in the mirror.
Yeah,
and
I'm like calling the Uber. I'm like, wait, hold up. Do I love myself?
Do I value and respect myself? Yeah, I hear you.
And I think that men think about that.
Yeah, and I think that's important to say because men obviously do think those things, but women often forget that you also
people
are thinking
too.
about having respect for
No,
yourself.
I don't know. Men do think this shit, but I don't think niggas like thinking about it.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, 'cause it's too much Future out here, man. Future music got niggas fucked up, man. Future and
And what is Future saying that's fucking you up?
you never listen to Future?
I mean, I can't. I'm
what
sure I
part?
have in passing. I can't. Like, I didn't go through the lyrics.
Yeah, Drake and Future really, really making it bad for y'all out here.
Yeah, Drake is like.
Well,
doesn't
Drake
like
is always
women.
complaining.
Yeah, Drake
Drake hooks up with a lot of bitches.
Yo, Drake.
Like mean women.
Just how you talked about accountability. Drake just has no accountability.
Right.
Like Drake's whole album is just like, how could you do this to me?
Yeah.
After all I did for you.
Yeah.
Blase
Drake's
blah.
raging narcissist.
Why'd you do me like this? Knowing damn well he made this chick sign an NDA. She can't even say shit.
Yeah. Drake's got good beats, but when I hear the lyrics, all I hear is wham, 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 wham. So it's
But women, like, there's so many women who are obsessed with Drake. I feel like he's one of those artists that women get really, really, really attached to. Probably because he is so vulnerable. And like, I think there's something in women that likes us hearing about men complain about other women. And then we think, well, I would never do that to you. I'm the one who's going to turn it all around.
That's what's up. Shout out Drake, man. Drake's got there's a hoe bus to Drake's house.
What?
And yeah.
At that point.
Well, and then he's wondering why people let him down.
Yeah. Why are all these hoes on my bus being mean to me?
Yeah, they stop at the clubs in LA and then they take everybody to Calabasas.
Wow. Does he fuck them all?
Nah, only
He just hangs out.
yeah, just
But then at that
but they
point,
compete.
like,
they compete.
I
when
would
they
love
get
to be
there.
undercover on the whole bus, but then he'd be like,
I know.
Why is this old lady here?
why isn't she saying anything or blinking?
I think she just thinks it's a regular bus.
She's trying to go home.
Yeah, if you saw them, you'd be like, "We need you women off the streets."
Yeah,
all right?
They're that hot or they're that... I want hot women on the streets.
They're, you know what it is? They're just too open.
Hoe? Being like too much of a hoe? Like, will fuck anyone?
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me at all because I'm not going to do that, but I don't think that they should not be allowed to do that. Like,
also, it's a mentality. Sometimes you get in phases where you're like, I'm just going to fuck. Kind of reckless.
Yeah, you should fuck for sure, but it's dark up there.
Yeah.
I
It's
agree.
dark up there on Drake's whole bus.
That's why I wouldn't want to do that because there's nothing in me. Like, I have, like, to fuck someone just because they're famous.
Yeah, that's
no interest.
That's so vapid. That's so ugh.
Yeah,
I feel so lonely afterwards.
Yeah, right?
Have you ever fucked someone just because they were famous?
I wish.
Me too.
I wish I was privileged enough
Yeah.
for someone famous to just be like, Jordan,
Yeah.
I'm trying to fuck.
If Kim Kardashian chose you,
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
really? No interest?
No interest.
Oh, interesting. I was like, I might have said yes.
Yeah, I would say 100%.
Nah.
I think I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but like with Drake, I often wonder with guys that like kind of have like pussy on demand like that, and like the women throw themselves at him like that, which I'm sure happens all the time. He's, but like, doesn't the value of pussy go down for you in your head? Like, it's not special anymore. And when sex isn't special, or at least like exciting, like,
you write
that's
songs
just
like
sad.
Drake.
This is what people are not acknowledging. People are addicted to sex.
Yeah.
And not only are they addicted to sex, they're addicted to casual sex.
Right.
They're addicted to that
empty.
feeling of like, I bought a new, and your heart's pumping, and they're addicted to that.
Yeah, I think they're addicted to the feeling because it's like, I actually vehemently don't think that sex addiction is a real thing. We've talked about it a lot on here, but like, yes, I think it's like
You're just chasing something.
Exactly.
Chasing something.
I think that feeling of like,
yes,
of a new girl and stuff
chasing
like that.
high
Chasing the
for
lust.
sure. And it gets kind of like, it's vapid, and then
That's why hoe phases end, because you're like, I
just hate that I give the whole phases in, because you're like, damn, I got way too many people who think they had a special moment with me.
Do you think they really? But like, I don't. Every time I've had sex, it was not a special moment with that person.
precious moments.
No,
with
but
your-
yeah, I just don't.
And you think that every time a woman had sex with you, that she thought it was special?
No, not at all.
What? How do you know that she thinks it was special when it was? Like,
Could it be because you
what's
said things that might have made her feel real special and like the
Yeah.
only one?
No, you
gotta
know
shut
what
your mouth,
happened?
Corinne.
What really happened was like I started running into them again.
Okay.
Yeah, once I started running into like people that I had hooked up with again,
Would they be like at your shows because they knew that you were going to be there?
not even at my shows, but sometimes that happened, but also just like in passing and just being like, oh shit.
She thought this meant more.
Conversation, like you know what I'm saying, like just even the you know just the small talk. I was just like, oh shit.
One-sided?
It was like,
Meaning she was like, oh my God, hi.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
hey,
was
what's
just
up?
like, oh fuck.
it was
Yeah.
deeper than you thought. I mean, I give every comic I've had sex with a head nod.
A head nod.
Out of courtesy, you know.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You deserve
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, we thought-
and I'm not like pretending that it didn't happen. But yeah, I don't like go over them and like be like, "How's your grandmother?" You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so that's a me move, yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I remember last time we talked, you were telling me about all I worked out.
Oh God.
Well, it's weird. There's one comic that I've done like pretty elaborate things with, and when I see him, I'm just like, I don't have feelings for me as a girlfriend, but I'm like, like I can't not think about it.
You're
every
like,
time
I
see
know
him.
you.
Yeah, I
know who you really
all
are.
of you. In a great way. But yeah. Do you ever get I'm reading this book about like sex hormones and men and women and stuff, and there's this like misconception that women have this like women are the only ones that have this like attachment hormone after sex, but men in fact have it as well. Like, do you ever feel when you're in a hoe phase, it's I think a little different because you're not, it's just a different like track, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like when you're having casual sex and not necessarily in a hoe phase where you're just like, I don't know, yeah, let's explore. Do you ever feel attached like that? Obviously in a relationship, but I'm talking about when you're not in a relationship.
I've had some good 2-week love affairs.
I love those.
2 to 3 week love affairs. I have one. There was one girl that we probably should have been together. We just didn't know. We were just such pieces of shit together that
Sounds toxic.
yeah, that like expressing ourselves the right way, like we probably
Felt wrong.
wouldn't have. Yeah, we probably would have known how to do it.
Yeah.
At the time, we were just both emotionally unavailable
Yeah.
and using our bodies wrong.
Yeah, that's another t-shirt. Have you ever been rejected by somebody that you really, really liked?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it hurts, right? How did you handle that?
You get over it. This what I hated after a while. I started hating Instagram. I was just like,
Yeah.
God damn it! Like, not only we not gonna hook up, but I still gotta see you.
Yeah, you can
Just mute it. Yeah, mute the people.
Yeah, that's what I do now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was just like, God damn, you just gonna curve me and watch my story every day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so it was like the playing games with you. Like, so what hurt more, like the rejection or the actual fact that you guys weren't going to be together? Because I think sometimes like it's really the rejection that's hurting the person.
No, you know what it was for me that got. This is what I hated about the internet and internet dating at the time, or just being single with the internet, is you meet someone you like and y'all have a moment and then you follow her or whatever and y'all can never link again. Like y'all just can't link your schedules or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just start and you would really like to link with this person. You see them kind of just because it's digital, but you keep on putting people in the middle of that, and y'all just keep on fucking getting further and further.
Yeah, and you feel you're like it feels like another force.
I hated that. I hated that.
Yeah.
So many people, I remember just looking at chicks like, so I'm just this is just never gonna happen. I just gotta come to the grips that that's never gonna happen.
Never gonna go down.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, I mean, like if you end up, getting married or keeping a singular partner for the rest of your life, I mean, I think that's like what that decision is, that you're just never going to be with anyone else if you're in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah, that's the question these days.
No, I know.
Monogamy?
I was like, I'm getting hot just thinking about it.
Yeah,
and not in a good way.
Yeah, monogamy is chill.
Is it natural though? I don't know.
This is the first.
It's societal.
This is the first truly monogamous relationship I've been in.
Because you were.
Wow.
Wait.
I wasn't
You didn't
cheating.
cheat.
I go because you were cheating in the other ones.
I wasn't cheating. This is like the first time of my life I've like been with someone for a year with no sexual contact with anybody else.
That's why you were so joyous when you told us that you just hit the year mark when you sat down. Well, honestly, good for you.
I'm like just clean conscious.
That's enjoyable.
Just wake up every day.
Has it been easy to not cheat?
It has been easy.
That's
been
good.
easy because I had such a good whole phase.
Right. And a whole phase is super important for everyone.
A fire whole phase to where now I know you may look great, but we don't have shit in common.
Yeah.
And I think that's the level that you need to get to, where you're not just looking at the outside of a person, you're looking at the inside too.
Yeah. When have you ever gotten caught?
Cheating?
Yeah.
Well, now you're gonna be caught.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think I was caught cheating. I did some wild shit. Yeah.
Like, what's the wildest?
I've done some wild things.
Like you fucked a friend?
No, my 21, 25 ex, we had threesomes.
Okay. You took it too far, didn't you?
The first, the girl has to pick the girl.
Always.
And then he keeps hanging out with the girl.
That happened the first one. The second one, I picked the girl.
No, see, that's recipe for disaster.
that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That was bad. And then
did you fall for that girl?
We were cool after that a little bit.
Oh, I bet.
We were cool.
I bet.
Was there rules established? You're so young.
There was no rules. We
Okay,
didn't have
so
no rules.
so your girlfriend at the time wasn't like you can't text her, you can't because that's like an older. As you mature, you're like, let's establish.
But you know what did happen? We didn't talk for after that threesome. We just didn't talk for a while. We got back hanging after I broke up, but we didn't talk.
Okay.
So that was pretty dirty. I feel like that was pretty mean to do.
Yeah.
And then also when I broke up with my ex, I went to Hollywood and started dating a chick on like a TV show.
Okay.
And
was it a TV show she watched? Your ex?
No,
Okay, that's
she
good.
did actually end up watching the TV show later.
That hurts.
Later, but we walked the red carpet, and she had to find out about it on Google.
Oh,
Damn.
So that's probably the
That's
darkest.
That's a bummer.
My ex had to find out about me moving on on Google.
On Getty
Google.
Images.
On Getty Image, yeah.
Damn, you did her dirty.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I apologize.
But it is stressful, I would imagine, like just cheating consistently in a relationship, right?
Yes.
So
I didn't. But
what was the pussy must have been good enough that or worth it to live with that stress.
I think it was just young, because I was great for the whole time, but it was once we were getting older and just growing apart.
Yeah.
We just wanted different things.
Yeah, you don't know how to communicate that or something.
Yeah, so the first 2 years were, I was there.
Yeah.
And then after that, the road, all that stuff, you get old. I was a nice kid too, so besides, being bad in school and shit like that, I was pretty much, all I did was smoke weed. I didn't really do anything crazy.
Yeah.
So around that time, 24, I was like, all right, we gotta go be a piece of shit. I've never really been a piece of shit before. Looks fun. Everybody just keeps on coming back telling me about all this fun they had being a piece of shit. I want to go.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I want to go see what that's about.
Right.
Yeah, if you can live with being a piece of shit, I imagine it's real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. I'm like, but then you see people acting like piece of shits and like nothing bad happens to them, and you go,
fuck, man.
Why didn't I just be a piece of shit?
Yeah.
Too?
Something bad is happening to them.
What was happening to you?
Bad things are happening to them.
Like what? Like because of their shit behavior?
Yeah, the bad things are happening to them. They have shitty relationships.
But some of us have shitty relationships even when we try to be good people.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. What do you want? Hey. Sometimes it just goes around.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this has been fun. Thank you for coming on and talking to us. I really enjoy your philosophizing on relationships and your arc that you've had over your adolescence is very interesting.
I try. I did it for everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate the people appreciate it. Where can we find you online? Where can we get
Jordan
more?
Rock. I just got the Instagram handle.
Nice.
They gave me my name.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's just me, Jordan Rock. I'm easy to find. Please watch the Pete Davidson and Friends special.
Yes. Yeah. On Netflix?
On Netflix.
Yep.
I also have another set. I just did Keep Your Distance, which is Kevin on Stage's really fire urban show. That's online. I just put that set up, so please
nice.
check that out. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being on.
Awesome. Thank you
y'all.
so
Thank you for having
much. This has been Guys We Fcked, the anti-slut-shaming podcast. I'll talk to you next Friday. Sorry, Will. I was